New student Starfish. Chapter 1. It was a quiet morning under the sea. The residents of Bikini Bottom were all fast asleep, all except Spongebob SquarePants. Honk! 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 SpongeBob's foghorn alarm clock blared. SpongeBob sprang out of bed wearing nothing but his tight white undies and shimmied into his brown SquarePants. "Time for boating school!" he said cheerfully. The only place SpongeBob loved more than his place of employment, the Krusty Krab, was Mrs. Puff's boating school. And while he had yet to earn his boating license, it was a small detail that didn't stop SpongeBob from trying, and trying, and trying. SpongeBob always passed the written exam with flying colors, but when it came to the driving test, SpongeBob got so nervous behind the wheel that he failed every time. 39 times to be exact. "Let her rip, Gary!" SpongeBob called to his pet snail. Gary slithered over to the toaster and launched a slice of toast into the air. SpongeBob took a running leap, turned a somersault, and caught the toast with one hand. Ta-da! He took a bow and then took a bite of the toast. Not bad, Gary. But the toast could have been a little darker, though." "Meow," Gary replied. "See you later," said SpongeBob as he slid his big blue backpack over his shoulders. SpongeBob opened the front door to find his best friend Patrick Star blocking the doorway. He was holding a jellyfishing net in one hand. "Hi, SpongeBob," Patrick said cheerfully. "Do you want to go jellyfishing?" He gave the net a practice swing. "Sorry, I can't," SpongeBob replied. "I have school today." "How about a little snack at the Krusty Krab?" Patrick suggested. "I'll let you buy me a Krabby Patty." "Tempting, but no," SpongeBob said. "I take my education very seriously. Now, if you'll excuse me." Patrick sighed disappointed. His eyes began to well up with tears. "Well, what am I supposed to do all day?" he whined. SpongeBob shrugged. "I don't know," he said. "What do you normally do while I'm at school?" "Oh, wait for you to get back," Patrick admitted sheepishly. SpongeBob thought for a moment. "You could walk Gary for me," he suggested. "Gee, SpongeBob, the last time I walked Gary, I got lost," Patrick said, "and stung by a mob of angry jellyfish." SpongeBob cringed, remembering the welts that had covered his friend's body. "Well, you could blow bubbles," he offered. "That should be safe enough." "Bubble blowing isn't any fun without you, SpongeBob," Patrick said wistfully. "And besides, last time I accidentally drank the bubbles and it was burping for days." SpongeBob thought to himself. "What can Patrick do today?" "I've got an idea!" he exclaimed. "You can come to school with me. Just think about it, Patrick. You and me as classmates." Patrick imagined himself standing next to SpongeBob in the class picture, smiling proudly. "Wow!" cried Patrick. "This is going to be the best day ever!" "But first, we had to find you something to wear on your first day of school," SpongeBob said. "You know what they say, dress for success. You need to wear something that says, 'I have arrived.'" A few minutes later, Patrick was dressed and ready to go. He was wearing a neatly pressed white shirt, a red tie, and brown square pants. He looked just like SpongeBob. "Brace yourself, Patrick," SpongeBob said. "You're in for the greatest academic thrill ride of your life." SpongeBob was sure this would be a day they would never forget. Stay tuned for Chapter 2 coming up soon.